Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be the spiritual messages for the signs that fall under the element of fire. I'm just including and grouping like each elemental energy into readings because these are just really quick messages that Spirit has on what your individual sign should work on, so that way you are able to manifest your desires and bring in what you really want in 2021 and make this a great year for yourself. So Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to the sign of Aries. What do they need to know for their own spiritual messages to make 2021 a good one for them? What should they focus on most this month? What do they need to know is coming? Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. Okay, Aries. It's time to get into your creative bag. There is I have all these ideas in my head, but I haven't put any of them to use yet. Now is the time to do that. Those ideas, especially the ones that constantly are coming back to you and revisiting you, I'm in the shower and all I can think about is, that maybe I should start a food importing business, and then last night, I couldn't go to sleep because I just kept thinking about, oh, should I import truffles from, China or something? Whatever it is, it keeps coming back to you for a reason, and that's because it is being brought to your attention in a spiritual sense. Your own guides are literally hello, don't forget. So now they're excuse me, can you please do something about this? You're gonna be really successful with this. So if you've had an idea kicking around in your head of something that you wanted to explore as far as starting a business, getting into a different career, connecting with people and creating a second stream of income, whatever that looks like for you, please, please, please start taking those steps to make that happen. Because like I said, it's gonna be very successful for you. And honestly, that's gonna be the key to your happiness this year, is really just moving forwards and making things that have been sort of pushed to the background more of a priority for you. Don't stress so much on the love stuff. Think more about your financial situation. The emotional things fall in place when you are literally in your own happy and good zone. So if you've been trying to manifest a relationship, or you've wanted other things to come in, oh, I wanted a new house or whatever, the key to all of that happening is by you just really stepping into yourself, going after the things that you've been kicking around in the back of your head, because you're just sticking yourself in alignment and in that positive energy loop by doing something that you're excited to do and in love with. So you don't have to necessarily be I'm launching and my opening day is next week. No, it's just about, okay, write out your business plan. Get on your state's website and figure out do I need to file for a tax ID and a business license here. It's those things that you get in order first, so that when it is time to launch, you're not scrambling behind the scenes to play catch up to fix that stuff. Alrighty, so let's clear that. So that is your message, Aries, on what they want you to work on this month. Just if something has been really weighing on your heart as far as getting something started, it has been a message from your guides, and that's why it keeps coming back up to the surface, because they're not going to let you forget about it until you get going on it. Alrighty. So what messages do you have for the sign of Leo? What does Leo need to know going forwards in the month of January so that they can manifest an amazing 2021 for themselves? Okay, Leo, you don't need anybody else to be successful. Spirit really wants you to get out of the mindset that your success or your happiness can only come in partnership with somebody else or because of somebody else. Like, for whatever reason, Leo, you gotta remember you're Leo. Like, Leo is like, hello world, I have arrived. You know, like, why have you forgotten that about yourself? Because there's this Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Lover's card, the Judgment card, and the Seven of Swords here. And that's really just talking about, you know, you need to change that mindset that I have to depend on other people. Maybe you did in the past, but we have this Wheel of Fortune here now. You know, that has changed. And you can fully step into your bag as the dang Leo badass that you are and go out and make it happen for you. And it doesn't even mean that, like, oh, like, I have to go out and start a whole corporation or anything. It's that I can be good and happy by myself. I don't need anybody else to make me happy. And once you realize that, doors will open for you. So many doors will open for you, Leo. And honestly, if for whatever reason, a lot of the stuff that you did try to get off the ground last year really did involve other people, where it was like, I need this person, you know, because they're going to do the graphic design for this t-shirt company, but you already knew how to do that anyways, but for whatever reason you convinced yourself that you needed somebody else to do it. You don't. You know, you can make your own t-shirts. You didn't need anybody else's help for that. And when you realize that, like I said, you don't have somebody else's influence and energy holding you back, and literally you're just gonna go. Alrighty, Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius? What does Sag need to know going forwards into the energy of this next year? What do you have for them for the month of January so that we can get on and popping and have the best year ever? Honestly, at this point, I think 2020 left us all so shell-shocked that as long as, like, nothing crazy happens this year, we're gonna be like, that was the best year ever. As long as we don't get any, like, new viruses that cause us to, like, just stay in our houses for the rest of our life in bubbles, and, you know, Donald Trump doesn't make a surprise reappearance as the new, you know, president or something, then we should be good. But honestly, I think this Aquarius energy change really shifted things, that it is going to be a much better year. Or at least setting us up to a much better overall future, right? Okay. Alrighty. So, you guys kind of have a similar message to Leo in that it's about it's about being able to be happy on your own, and through being accepting of that I can be happy on my own, happiness follows you, right? So it's like once you get into this place of I wake up and I'm good because I am me. Like, I get to wake up and be me. What better thing could there be to be? You know, like that kind of energy. Six of Wands. Lovers. Here comes all your adoring fans. Here comes the love. Here comes other people being attracted to that self-love energy and wanting to be close to it, right? Being drawn to the fire that you guys hold inside of you. That is what's going to draw people in. Also, again, keep in mind, just because people hurt you in the past does not mean they're going to going forward. So it really is time to leave that energy behind, because you already know that going forward, you can trust yourself and you will make better choices. But please, trust yourself, Zach. You know what you're doing. You know what you are doing better than anybody else. You know who you are better than anybody else. I mean, that's the thing that I love, like, about at least Sagittarius men. I actually don't know a lot of Sagittarius women, to be honest with you. But Sagittarius men decide, like, pretty much from a young age, like, what they want. And they go after it, you know, and that's why sometimes Sagittarius men will wait a little bit longer to settle down, because they know what they want and they don't want to compromise, you know? And it's like, it's not that I didn't want to commit. I just knew none of the people that I met were the people that I was supposed to commit to. And then when the right one came along, that's when I did. So, and in the meantime, I was just out here having fun and having a great time and enjoying my life. And so Spirit just wants you to keep that energy in mind, that number one, Sagittarius is, you definitely are very magnetic, vibrant people. But number two, again, you know who you are. You learned from your past mistakes. You learned what the red flags are, and you're not going to get caught up in all of that anymore. So just be happy and be settled within you, because that is all you need. And like I said, you will attract everything else from that. So I love you all so very much. I hope that this helped, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye, guys.